Okay, guys, February the 11th here at 1 o'clock in the afternoon here in Central Illinois. A couple weeks back, somebody said, a couple of guys asked about stripping paint with Tide. I had made mention that I had used it, and so I thought I'd just show you real quickly how well this works. This is all I use. It's just regular powdered Tide, and find you a Tupperware container about this size. This one's used for everything. What I've got are some pre-war. I got a set of pre-war American Flyer trucks. Now I'll tell you right now, this stuff doesn't work on new paint, but it sure works great on the antique paints. And this will be quick. I can tell you that if everything goes well and you get it completely soaked, it takes about, I think I'm being honest when I tell you it takes about 95 to 98% of the paint right off of it. You can rinse it off. There will always be little corners where you'll have to use a, I use a stainless steel brush with real fine teeth on it. Works really good. So you get yourself a kettle like this, a hot pot, and get it boiling hot. It just turned itself off. And we'll pour this in here, and I'll show you what will happen in about 3 minutes or less. Now, I'm not going to stand here and get it completely 100% stripped, but I'll show you what it does, and it'll give you an idea just how well this works. Okay, well, that makes everything nice and steamy, don't it? And it will burn the ever-living hell out of your hands. Now, I'm just doing this for effect. But already the water's turning gray. Normally, I would just let this sit for a few minutes. In fact, I'll leave it set after we're done with this video. But while that's soaking, I like to use these particular wheels when I'm kit bashing. They're off of the American Flyer standard gauge. They are bigger than a 500 Lionel wheel, but they're smaller than the 200. And I use them for various things. I like to be able to mount them and take them off and change them around if you want to. So I solder axle collets to the back of these. I've got a jig that I manufactured. That way it applies pressure to the front of the wheel and to the collet. And then I set it just like we've got here. I put a torch to it and I solder it. And they really work well. They're really true for being just stamped out wheels. You put them in a your cordless drill, and you can spin the ever-living hell out of them, and they are true. It's also a good way of shining them up. Some fine emery cloth or sandpaper, you can make them look like they've got a nickel finish. There's no need to tumble them or do the other stuff like that, but it does a good job cleaning them. Okay, let's see if we got anything here. All right, now I don't know if you can see that or not. But it's already stripped the paint off of them. They are completely, oh, is that hot? Son of a buck. It will burn you big time. That is completely stripped, guys. Now that was gray. Let's see if I got it. Maybe there's a little bit of paint left on this one. Nope. Like I say, you want to be careful with this. I think the Tide actually exacerbates the feeling of the heat on here, the chemical reactions. Now, there's a little bit of rust on this, but as you can see, if I had a wife, God rest her soul, 7 years this coming May, she would not be letting me do this kind of stuff in her sink. But there you go. That's clean. That is ready to be used for whatever project you want.